Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be getting back to work on the Cobra. It's going to be kind of a mishmash of the Cobra and doing a little bit of garage stuff in this video. Last videos I was working on getting the trunk stay finalized, and that is now done. Next for the Cobra is going to be getting it up in the air, put on jack stands so I can start looking into leaks and things underneath that I do need to address from last year. And I've noticed a little bit of coolant under the front end, which I think is from the thermostat area, which I identified last year as well. So I'm gonna get the camera turned around and start getting to work. So first thing I'm gonna need to do is, before I can get this thing off of the ground, some stuff around it that I need to clean up real quick. Just remnants from all the garage work I was doing previously. And I'm gonna apologize, I'm still trying to get my voice back from having the flu. It's it's coming and going, so hopefully you can hear me okay. But anyway, yeah, I have a few things need to get moved, put away, things like that. So I'm gonna work on that for a little while, and then once that is complete and I can get around the car, I'll go ahead and grab jack stands, and I can get this thing up in the air. And you can see we are now up in the air. I got that stuff out of the way, a few other things moved around, and I am using jack stands and then those pads I talked about in previous videos to just try and protect the floor from the jack stands, digging into it or leaving rust marks. So those are RV jack pads. Pretty well, they are pretty sturdy as far as what they'll hold weight wise, and they seem to work great under the jack stand. So car is up in the air. I can now crawl underneath it and start looking and seeing what's going on as far as leaks and whatnot. I also need to figure out what I want to do over here, because I got a whiteboard so I can start marking down my to-do list items, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to center it. If I want to just center it on this toolbox, if I want to just kind of go all the way to the end of that cabinet, just like some weird things here. So I'm kind of have it just against the wall, trying to get a feel for what I want to end up doing with it. Well, I have the new to-do list board on the wall. As you can see, I decided to center it with this toolbox. Just kind of made the most sense based on how many things are over here. So that is now done. Just need to get some dry erase markers and an eraser, and I can start putting it to use. Next on the list, and you can probably hear the exhaust fan running in the garage. It is a beautiful day. It's about 55 degrees outside. So I think I'm going to go ahead and fire up both the Cobra and the MR2, because neither one has run in a few months. It has been a minute. So they both need to get a little heat cycle going on. So I'm going to grab some keys and see if we can get some cold starts going. All right, key in the ignition for the Cobra. Double check out of gear. So let's see if it'll start. It's been a while. Fuel pump cycling. Hear it bubbling, so we got pressure. All right, fire in the hole. Just shut her down. You can hear everything kind of cooling off in the exhaust now. Got it good and up to temperature. It was running a little choppy, but I have a feeling that's more fuel than anything else. Gas that's in this thing is a couple years old, and even with a little stay-bill in it, stuff just doesn't last like it used to. I don't think I ever filled it up last year when I had it out the little bit of time that I did drive it. So I'm gonna need to get some fresh gas in it. I've got a little under half a tank, so I'm sure if I just top that off itself with some fresh, good gas, that'll probably clear up a lot of it. But next on the list, I was actually under there while I was running it, just to kind of look at things. But I'm gonna go under and just kind of show a couple of leak spots, things I need to address, and go from there. All right, so front of the engine, I'd mentioned I think previously that my thermostat housing has been dripping ever so slightly, and you can see there's a couple wet spots like on the damper, and I already wiped off some spots on the wiring harnesses that go under. But there was some dripping coming off the front, and it was on the ground that I had to clean up. And that all kind of goes back to where it's leaking out of the thermostat. So got a coolant leak I need to address in the front of the engine. So that is going to be one of the things I'm going to need to deal with come spring. Looking at the back of the engine and bell housing, and that's actually looking really good. When I first came under here, there was like a little like rusty something or another on here, and I think it was coolant that had blown back because it wiped right off without an issue, and there's nothing like wet on the other side of it. So that tells me it's all blowback. And there was a little bit of the same stuff. It was like, it's like tacky wet, which I think it is coolant mixed with maybe a little like road grime. I don't know. It's hard to say, but it was like right here. But it's not, doesn't seem to be transmission fluid. It's not red. It was more like amber, like oil would be, but there's no oil leaks that I can see anywhere. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. And then there is the aforementioned from last year, transmission leak out the back, which that I knew about. That is a seal that needs to be replaced in the rear of the transmission. I replaced it when I rebuilt the transmission, but it just appears that the seal, for some reason or another, did not seat properly. And back at the transmission, I wiped off with a rag, but yeah, it almost seems like it's seeping between the actual seal and the housing. So again, I think I mentioned this previously last year when I did a video inspection before putting it away. I'm gonna probably pull this seal out, replace it, and when I put the new one in, I'll probably put some sealant on the inside of the seal so it'll go between the housing and the seal, because I think that's the issue. Is there may just be some scratches on the inside of this tail housing, and it's just weeping between the seal and the housing itself, because it doesn't appear to be where the drive shaft comes out of the seal. It appears to be more between the housing and the seal that is my spot of seepage of transmission fluid. All right, and all the way behind the car now, and I noticed a couple of little drip spots coming off of this weight here. So I kind of chased up this side, and I really can't find anything. There might have been like a little bit of moisture where the brake fitting is here, but I can't, it doesn't smell like brake fluid. So I'm not sure what's going on. It had like an amber color to it, which the brake fluid in this thing is brand new, so it's clear, but something I'm gonna have to kind of look into a little more and check out. So that is something on the to-do list. And back up top, here's what I was talking about. You can kind of see, if you look at the gasket between the intake manifold and the coolant bottle, that's the thermostat gasket, it's actually stained green a little bit where it's just been weeping, and you can see coolant sitting below there. And that's, you know, where I'm running into the issue, and it's just running down the front of the block. So I'm gonna have to pull that off and replace that gasket, or just get rid of the gasket and use Right Stuff sealer on its own. So it is actually the next day. My wife came home while the Cobra was running and wanted to take the dogs for a walk, make use of the nice weather, and we did that. Took a nice long walk, and the dogs were very happy. So now it is time to go ahead, get in the MR2 and get this thing started. So I'm gonna grab the keys and see if this thing will fire up as well. Got the key, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if this thing will start. I know if you're watching this primarily for the Cobra, you really don't care too much about a Toyota MR2, but I will say, you know, my videos of this thing revving are some of like my most popular videos that I have on YouTube, because it does sound really good. Built up in the water temperature, and the oil pressure is starting to look where it should now that it's warmed up. So Here's the glory of the 2GR in an MR2. Alright, time to let the thing cool off. That is just a glorious sound. I mean, this V6 just sounds amazing in this car. Very impressed with it. It just puts a smile on my face every time I run it, so I'm very happy there. While this was warming up, I did crawl under the Cobra again since it's been a day, and I wanted to just double check and see, make sure there were no new leaks or anything like that, now that it had a day to sit. And I'm pleased to say that the only things I really saw were the front of the engine, where the coolant's dripping down the front from that water neck leak that I talked about earlier. And then I went all the way down the center, back, the transmission, those spots where I found a little bit of residue on them, they were still bone dry. So I think that, again, was just like road grime or something that blew back when it first happened. And I'm guessing it was coolant, or it very well could have been just from the temperature warming up in here. It could have been, condensation, grime mixture, running off. It's hard to say. But I did see, I looked up in the back on top of the axle where the brake tee is, and it does appear that I do have a very slight brake leak there because I saw a little drop on the bottom of one of the fittings. So that is something I will be addressing. And that's where I'm gonna end this one. Nothing too exciting, but it was, kind of spring cleaning. It's not even quite spring yet, but you got a nice little bit of weather. Good to get the cars running and kind of do a little check-in on, some of the things that will be coming on the channel as far as work on cars. So if you like what you're seeing, you want to follow along, please hit like, please hit subscribe, please hit the notification bell. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I do review them. I will reply. I do have a second YouTube channel devoted to firearm content. If that's something that interests you, please check it out. There's a link in the description of this video. I also have a Rumble channel where I'm posting the same firearm content. If you're on Rumble, I'd appreciate it if you would like my page there. Link in the description as well. I have some items I'm selling on Fourth Wall. I'm going to keep adding to the collection. A lot of it's automotive related. Also do have some firearm and freedom stuff. If you want to check it out, link in the description of the video. Plus you might see some of the items below this video. That being said, thank you very much for watching and have a great day.